When I was a child, I so loved to draw. I started with the stick figures, you know that? Stick mom, stick dad, stick brother, stick sister, stick dog, stick cat. And eventually I learned how to draw a flower, a tree, mountains, star, cars, and even helicopter. I'm so amazed by the helicopter. But there's one thing I so love drawing. A nipa hut in the middle of the rice fields. I so love that. A nipa hut is a small Filipino house in the countryside, made of wood or bamboo and palm leaves. We call it in Filipino language, bahay kubo. Beside this nipa hut is a coconut tree. And behind it are the rice fields, the mountains, and the plants and the weeds. Whenever I drew it, I felt so calm. So whenever I am disappointed, confused, sad, afraid, I always return to that nipa hut image. 2001, it was December. I had an emergency operation. I lost my ovary. That was the darkest moment of my life. I was rejected. I was judged. I was defined as a woman of no worth because I cannot bear a child. Wounds are beyond words. My surgical wound, nothing compare with the wounds inside me. So I grabbed my crayons and drew this. Cave. A very dark cave. Hidden, silent. Despite its sharp stalactites and stalagmites, it became my refuge. Inside the cave, no one will see me. No one will judge me. No one will reject me. And no one will define my worth. So I stayed there for many years. Years passed. While rummaging my stuff through our attic, I found my old drawings. Old drawings. And I'm so amazed with what I see. They have turned so colorful. And this got me to think again. What has been happening here? Isn't it beautiful? Yes. I always admire my drawings. The rice fields, yellow and green, the mountains. But you know, this is only a replica of the drawing I did in 1979. Same image, but so dull, no color. Because something happened in 1979. I was so alone in our classroom. I was so afraid. I was so confused. The humiliating words uttered to me by my teacher entered my soul. And they shattered my soul. Gladys, you will never ever achieve anything. And you will never ever go anywhere. As a child, I didn't have any language to explain humiliation. I didn't even know what crushed spirit means. So I returned to my Nipahat image. You know, seeing these two drawings, the doll without color and with brighter colors, is a powerful shift. You know, I remember seeing all my drawings, about 70% were born from my pains, from my sadness. But drawings really helped me express what I could not explain. Drawings give my pains space and somewhere to go. Whenever I draw, I began to understand myself better. Whenever I draw, I love myself more. I began to see life with new lens. So after that, I did something deliberate. Whenever sadness comes into dark colors, I would consciously add one brighter color. A little yellow, a little orange, a little green. Just one small thing. Because darkness is not the whole story. Darkness is not the whole story. So every time I draw sadness, I would always add hope. And every time something hurt me, I always remind myself, I'm still here. I'm still choosing. And I'm still becoming. That child humiliated in 1979, that woman denied and rejected in 2001, now stands before you because she always chooses one brighter color. We cannot always choose what happens to us, but we can choose the next color. So today, I invite you, get your crayons. Express your feeling in its honest color. And consciously add one brighter color. Do it again and again and again. Until hope comes not something that you force, but something your heart begins to choose naturally. Remember, the powerful shift in life does not always begin when the picture changes. It begins when the heart chooses a brighter color. Thank you.